What's up, YouTube? Rick from CC Roaming Rigs. So today's gonna be a little bit of a different video. We're not going anywhere today. We're not going off-roading or anything, but we are gonna work on the Jeep. So this is my wife's 21 JLU, Sergeant Pepper, and it is starting to show its age on the bumper. Now this bumper has been on here probably about 3 years, just under 3 years. It's actually the second of the exact same bumper. The first bumper had on for maybe 6 months, put the winch on, very next day she was in an accident. I will tell you right now, this bumper saved this Jeep. So anybody who doesn't have a steel bumper of some sort, get a steel bumper. It is worth every penny. But with it being worth every penny, these things are starting to get real expensive real quick. So instead of replacing this thing, because it's really just got, you know, some surface rust here and there, that's actually from the that's the surface rust from the D-rings that we had on it. But we've decided to take it off, bed line it, just with some Herculiner from Advanced. You can get it from Advanced, you can get it from Amazon, you can get it from almost anywhere. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this thing off, strip it down, completely clean it up, making sure it's looking real good, and then line it, put it back on. Now, originally I was not going to take it off at all. I was just going to leave it on, get around the winch and everything, trying to get in all the nooks and crannies. And when I came out here to look at it, there's just no way I can get close enough under the winch for it to look good. So we decided, all right, I'm going to take the winch off. Well, in looking at the winch, this is just a 13,500 pound rug cell, Amazon. I mean, I got it on a great deal, so it still works. It works flawlessly. I mean, this thing is perfect. And for the price, really, you just can't beat it. But instead of taking it off and putting something that, honestly, it looks like it's seen better days. You know, it's been on about 2.5 years now. Used it a handful of times. But instead of replacing the winch back on it, because again, it doesn't look the greatest on a bumper that I'm hoping is going to look awesome, I'm just going to get a new winch. So I'm looking between the Smitty built and the Badlands. Both of them right now are on sale. I mean, I think the Badlands is $500, Smitty built is $6 something. Both have great reviews, both have their own perks and things like that on them. But right now it's just a matter of getting this one off, getting the bumper off, prepping it. Got my nice little table over there ready to prep, and yeah, make this thing look good and be a little more protected, a little more sturdy, and honestly not have surface rust all over it. So let's go ahead and get the winch off, work on the bumper, and probably go to the store a little while and grab a new winch. Let's get after it. So it only took about 5 minutes. So you can actually see now that this is off what this bumper used to look like. That black color versus all of that. So this thing was against the bumper. Not the bumper, sorry, the grill. Don't tell my wife. Shh. Anyway, all right, so that is off. I'll go ahead and get the fair lead off and the actual lights disconnected, the bumper. Should be pretty straightforward. I will tell you what though, Milwaukee, that's the only way to go. These things are beasts. All right, let's continue. All right, guys, so the bumper's off the Jeep. Honestly, that was a lot harder than it should have been. The only hard part, though, is getting the wire unplugged for the lights. Everything else is quick and easy. So Danielle has joined me now. Say hey. So we are going to sand this thing down, just kind of scuff it up a bit so that the Herculiner will stick to it. I just went and sold the winch, so I'll be looking online for a new one. Go ahead and get that ordered. That way this has plenty of time to set and cure and not scuff up when I put the winch on. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right, it is prepped, scuffed up, cleaned off, acetone, blowing it off with the air, and now we get to mix the Herculiner. If you've never used this stuff before, make sure you mix it really, really well. This right here is awesome because this stuff gets goopy at the bottom. This stuff don't come off if you get it anywhere. Fun times. What's up, guys? So we're on the next day right now. A little bit longer process than I was anticipating, which I should have known. I've used this stuff in the past. But what we did was we put 2 coats on it. So this now has 2 coats of the Herculiner. I mean, this stuff is rigid. Has a great texture to it, great feel. Some of the reviews online did say that if you use it for a bed liner, bumpers, step guards, whatever, that the sun's UV rays will start to fade it out. So added some crystal clear enamel to it. Everybody said that if you use that stuff, that it won't fade. We'll find out. So the winch is actually coming in today. I'm not going to put the actual winch on just yet. I want to give it more time to actually harden and just really get rigid. But one of the things I am going to put on is the fair lead for it because it's a lot easier right there. This way I don't scratch anything. But we'll go ahead and get the lights in. Ordered new orange D-rings because the original D-rings were getting pretty bad. They didn't even look like D-rings anymore. But the other thing that I'm going to make sure to do, because it took way too long to get that one plug off, is some dielectric grease. So these lights go underwater a lot. All these plugs go underwater quite a bit. So I'm going to put some dielectric grease in them, get these all mounted back up, get the D-rings on, get the fair lead on once it gets here, put the bumper on, plug everything back in, we're good to go. Like I said, the winch will go on probably the next week or so, probably next weekend. And yeah, we'll go from there. Let's get it reassembled. All right, so we finally got the fair lead on, all the lights in, the D-rings, everything's ready to go. Like I said, I'm not putting the winch on just yet. That'll be in the next couple days to a week or so. But we will go ahead and get it back onto the Jeep, plug everything back in, make sure the lights work. We're good to go.
I can feel the heat. I can sing along like a shout and scream. I can feel it taking over me. Ooh la la la, ooh la la la, hey hey. Ooh la la la, ooh la la la, hey hey. Ooh la la la, ooh la la la, hey hey, hey hey. I hear it calling for me.
All right, guys, so we are done. Just in the nick of time because it got hot. So Herculiner's on it, cleaning up all the mess we made over the past 2 days. But I mean, this thing looks awesome. What was funny is once it came out and the sun started hitting it, you could hear it like sizzling from the water that's still in the Herculiner itself. I do remember my old truck bed did the exact same thing, so it's kind of funny to hear again. But it's all done, and bolt-on was relatively easy. I may or may not have swapped the fog lights to the wrong side, so I had to cut off one of their mounting tabs to be able to slide back onto the actual frame, but it's good. Check it out. And the crow approves. But yeah, we'll go ahead and let this really cure for the next couple days, and probably next weekend I will throw the winch on. So that may or may not be in this video. Depends on if I feel like waiting. But yeah. So if you guys are looking for an inexpensive DIY setup, the Herculiner is awesome. I've had it on trucks and everything like that before. So yeah. We'll put the winch on and we're ready to go. All right, guys, till the next video. We'll see you.